Chon'don Baskin. This is Armand Bell. We're going to start March Madness here with TSU, the Great Debaters Show. Armand, what's going on?
What up, what up?
Man, are you excited about March Madness?
Of course, every day.
Man, I'm so excited. What I really like about March Madness, I love the fans, I love the hot dogs.
Right.
You know, I love all that. But I really love a dog fight.
You're right.
Hopefully we get a lot of teams that's evenly matched, fighting, grinding. You know, little tooth loose, all of that.
I feel you on that one, especially with the dog fight, because everybody plays great defense this year. There's no team, there's no great team in this. Everybody plays tremendous defense, and like Gonzaga, UCLA, they have great backcourts and good offenses.
Yeah. So I mean, hopefully it'd be a fun March Madness to watch. It's a couple of my favorites. You know, I'm a big Michigan State fan. Back when Raymar Morgan was playing for Michigan State, and it was like a dog fight. I think it was against Maryland.
Oh wow, okay.
Man, knocked the dude 2 front teeth out his mouth like with a big elbow. So I like when it get a little dirty a little bit. Karl Malone, 90s. Okay. You know, that's just me personally. So what's some of the things you're excited about March Madness this year? You think it's gonna be good? You think we're gonna have a couple of blowouts? I know you mentioned everybody plays defense. Are you excited about different offenses? Me, I like a lot of up tempo type offense, fast break. That's my, it's enjoyable to watch.
I understand. I think my favorite thing, especially in the March Madness, is the Cinderella teams.
Yeah.
I love the teams that you don't expect to win.
Okay.
Like we have teams like Vanderbilt. Vanderbilt are surprisingly.
Man, you could have left them off the list. I'm sorry.
I
absolutely hate Vanderbilt.
I can't help it. I'm not a big fan of Vanderbilt, but
they suck at everything they do.
I give them their props. They have a great backcourt, have a great freshman point guard.
Okay.
And they have a great coach as well. Like surprisingly they're doing well this year, and they are in the dance.
Okay. All right. Well, shout out to Vanderbilt. At least we got a Tennessee team. What about UT Knox? What's going on with them?
We're gonna sit back on that one.
Sit back. All right. What about MTSU? They actually surprised me last year when they took my favorite team out first round.
Well, actually,
that guy Reggie?
Reggie Upshaw. Reggie Upshaw's a senior this year, and he's doing amazing.
Yeah.
They're actually facing Wisconsin in the bracket, so
they have a chance.
They have a chance,
Wisconsin
and I feel like they're
a little weak this year.
They are.
Yeah, very weak.
Reggie Upshaw, great player, 6'10", amazing in the front court. Great with the rebounds. So yes.
All right, so they actually got a shot. So we definitely about to go ahead and jump to our Sweet 16. So go ahead and name a couple of teams you got, the ones you got highlighted, the Cinderella teams if you wish. Okay. Let's see what you got, man.
Well, I don't really have any Cinderella teams, even though I love seeing Cinderella teams. All I have is I have Villanova, UCLA, Kentucky, Louisville, Gonzaga, West Virginia, Oregon, Kansas, Duke, Arizona, Florida State, Baylor, Volter, Florida, and North Carolina. And really the team that really needs to excel and they need to push themselves is most definitely UCLA. UCLA is the team that they have freshman phenom Lonzo Ball. And that's the kid, where the dad.
Yeah, the dad need to go have a seat and let his son play.
Right, they need to have his son play.
He better than Stephen Curry.
Exactly. Exactly.
Sit down, son. Like
even though he has even though he has the chance to be a great player and maybe be just like Steph Curry.
Maybe
he needs to. He's still young. He's only a freshman, 19 years old.
He still need to learn. I mean, I know we're not talking, 5th grade basketball, but he still got to learn the fundamentals. And basketball is just more than just passing the ball around. You got to have good basketball IQ. You need to know when to, fall back or tighten up or, run different plays. So if he work on that, then he might, become a Black Mamba type of player.
Even though UCLA in the March Madness is like a second seed, they're 28-3.
Yeah.
They're doing great, but their defense is a little sketchy. I'm not a big fan of their defense, and they just something they need to work on, and their post game is a little weak. But they're going to work on that, and hopefully they have a good run.
All right, so I'm definitely going to go ahead and say some of my Sweet 16 picks. We've definitely got some of the same ones. One team I definitely want to talk about is Syracuse, Michigan State, and Michigan, and Purdue. I got to represent for the Big Ten since I'm from Michigan. Okay. Purdue, I really do think they can make it to the next round. Michigan, maybe Michigan State, they just don't have the firepower right now.
All right.
But I definitely, respect Tom Izzo and this organization. Right now we're in the rebuilding stage. So next year, you know, y'all better look out. We coming for y'all. Spartan dogs going, they gonna bite y'all.
I like that. I like that.
Yeah. So Duke, I think Duke. Actually, I got Duke later on in the show. I got him for my Elite Eight. Okay. But I really do think Duke. You know, they might shock a lot of people, man. I think Coach K got some tricks up his sleeve, so we definitely want to go ahead and jump to our Elite Eight. So since we're talking about Duke, Duke is obviously one of mine. Coach K, I think he got something up his sleeve. It's Coach K for crying out loud. So.
Okay, well, for my Elite Eight, I just have I have Villanova, Kentucky, Gonzaga, West Virginia, Kansas, Arizona, Baylor, and unfortunately I had to knock out UCLA, but I put in North Carolina.
Okay.
And for my Elite Eight, I did the same exact thing you did. I put Duke in there, even though Duke is usually the top 10 team every single year.
Yeah.
They're struggling this year.
They're struggling.
23-8. Like they're hurting this year.
I think it's time for Duke to kind of change their program up a little bit because we know that Duke don't play like a very up-tempo offense, and I'm thinking that's what they may need to do, just like attract players that's more athletic.
I understand.
They need more athletic players. They don't have like aggressive players. They kind of players got the soft people who shoot,
right,
5'4" shooting threes and stuff.
Even though Grayson Allen, great player, 6'6" guard.
I don't like Grayson Allen.
I'm not a big fan of him, but that boy can play. I will say.
But he need to change his personality, or like he need to think better when he's on the court, because he be clipping a lot of people, and it been a lot of controversy this year regarding this guy not being suspended. So I think it takes away from his game. It takes away. I mean, if he is good, I probably stop looking, because why you tripping players,
Yeah,
play fair.
I understand.
I like it dirty, but you can't be hurt, break a knee or nothing.
Right.
Derrick Rose, the knee up,
And what they
we don't want that.
What they really need to work on, especially, is their rebounding. Their rebounding's not that good, and their post game needs some real deep help, especially with Luke Kennard. Luke Kennard's a 6'6" guard.
Okay.
He is he has a very Mamba Kobe Bryant mentality, especially for post game.
Man,
his post game is really good.
Yes.
And really he's an All-American. He does very well, and hopefully he's really the guy to this team going to the dance, really.
Right. And didn't Brandon Ingram, was he at Duke or was he at Kentucky?
Brandon Ingram, I think he was at Kentucky.
Really? I swear I thought he was with Duke with the tattoos, and he played for the Lakers now?
He does play the Duke.
Yeah, I was surprised that he even scouted a player like him, because he does not have the Duke look at all.
Not at all.
Another team that I have on my Elite Eight is Michigan. Michigan is not doing that well, but towards the end of the season, things started to pick up, and I feel like they could be a good Cinderella team. Purdue as well, they've been doing good for the last couple of years. We pretty much, Kentucky, you did knock off UCLA. I still got UCLA on there.
Okay.
Villanova, of course. And, I got Louisville. It's a lot of controversy going on with Louisville, with different scandals. But we're here to talk about the basketball, and that coach know what he is doing.
Yeah,
so
he does.
That's the Elite Eight for us. Any other teams on your list?
No, nothing special. I mean, other than the team that Michael Jordan built in North Carolina. Other than that, I mean, North Carolina has a good team, very fundamental team, and I like how they roll.
Okay, I mean, who doesn't like the baby blue and the,
Yeah, baby blue, literally.
Jordan on the jersey. Who doesn't like that? One team I actually got on there, I'm looking, I don't even know why they on there. It's Oregon?
Oregon.
What do you think of, Oregon?
Ducks.
What do you think about that team?
Oregon's actually a pretty good team. I'm really surprised. They don't have any big players. The 04 Pistons, they didn't have any big name players, but they knew how to play some basketball.
Yeah, fundamentals.
Fundamentals.
Rasheed Wallace, Chauncey Billups, Rip Hamilton, Darko, even though he rode the bench, we drafted him over Carmelo Anthony.
Exactly, and that's how Oregon is. Yeah. Oregon doesn't have that prime main player that they have. They just know how to play some good basketball, and that's what
sometimes I don't like watching teams just for a big player. I like to see pure good team basketball. It's beauty. It's like the art of basketball,
Yes.
So let me see who else I had on my list. I also said Purdue, and the reason why I said Purdue because, like I said, they've been doing good over the last couple of years. They've been doing really good in the March Madness tournament, and they also is leading in the Big Ten tournament. Ohio State is where are they?
Right. Not a good year.
Looks like they're not coming to the dance at all.
Not a good year for them this year. Usually over the years, I mean, Ohio State's done good, especially when D'Angelo was there. They actually had a good run. But
Evan Turner.
The scouting wasn't really good this year, actually, and they had the point guards weren't really producing as they usually do.
Yeah, like Mike Conley.
Yeah. I think they might get in this tournament. They haven't really brought the bracket out, but they might be in the tournament. You never know. But it's kind of hard for them. It's kind of hard for them to put it in.
I think when I looked, it was like 10, 17.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're at the bottom.
I was so surprised because they normally be top 3, if not number 1. So Villanova. It's really interesting. I can't wait to see what they're going to be capable of in this tournament this year.
Villanova, I love Villanova, especially after last year's championship when that great shot to win the game. Yeah. That was amazing. It was an amazing shot. Greatest shot probably I've ever seen in clutch.
Yeah, and hopefully we see more shining moments, more shining moments like last year. That was amazing.
Yes, it was. Well, you want to go on the Final Four?
Yeah, we can go ahead and go to the Final Four. So who do you got in your Final Four this year?
All right, man. You already know I gotta put
big dogs.
I gotta put the champs in there. I gotta put Villanova, Gonzaga, Kansas, and North Carolina. All
right, so my Final Four is Villanova, Kentucky. The reason why I put Kentucky in there because they just Kentucky, money purposes.
Right.
I got North Carolina, of course, and I got UCLA.
Ooh, okay.
I got them there, man.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think, especially in the Final Four, the team that really is going to show up to me, and surprisingly, is going to be Gonzaga. You talking about like fundamental basketball. I mean, I talk about the 04 Pistons, but they're on some Greg Popovich Spurs type meaning. Like when I tell you they pass around the ball very well, they have sharpshooters on the 3-point line, and it's amazing. They have an amazing center as well. They play very good fundamental basketball, and I'm actually proud of them. I hope they go all the way. But I'm proud.
So you've always been a Gonzaga fan.
I haven't. I'm proud. No, I'm proud of them because they weren't actually a very good team at first.
Oh, okay.
But then they got their recruiting up, and they're going to be in my top in the Final Four, I believe.
All right. So you think Gonzaga is going to take it all, or you just saying, oh no?
Nah, I can't. I ain't gonna give them that. I'm not gonna give them that.
Not yet, young fellas. All right. So who do you have taking it all?
Oh, I got Kansas. I got Kansas because fundamental basketball, and then they have elite players. Okay. I'm talking about NBA caliber players.
Okay.
They great with the basketball. The point guard has great ball handling skills. Great from the 3-point line. He actually is the top in the nation.
Okay.
And they have great fundamentals, basketball skills, and they can make it. I believe, honestly.
Man, I'm gonna have to say North Carolina.
Ooh.
How cliche that is.
Ooh.
I mean. Wow, who was the leading scorer for North Carolina? I believe his name is Justin. Is that him? Not sure. Well, that one kid, even Michael Jordan was at the game, and he had to whisper a little bug in one of the teammates' ears. So I think they're ready. You got MJ whispering in your ear, like,
hey, greatest of all time. Can't help that.
Exactly. So I really do think he, lit a little fire underneath him, and I think they're going to go all the way. Then Roy, he's a very good coach. He don't play.
Of course.
It's a couple of games I seen him like grab his players by the jerseys. Like, boy, you sit your butt down.
He mad when he turned pink.
Yeah.
He's real mad.
Looking like not Fred Flintstone. What's the other one?
Looking like a Jefferson.
Looking like a Jefferson, So I really do think North Carolina has a huge chance of taking it this year. It's not going to be easy. They got to get through your boys, Gonzaga. And like I said, defense, assists, free throws.
Your
Skills. That's what win basketball games. Not, because Michael Jordan whispered something in your ear. That's not, that inspire you. But at the end of the day, it's all about those free throws, defense, chemistry. Not being selfish.
Exactly.
That's the reason why KD left.
Right.
That's why KD left OKC.
I'm throwing shade. Okay.
I'm not throwing shade. I mean, it's true. A lot of people complain about that, but I was like, Russell Westbrook is a wonderful player. He's leading the NBA right now with so many triple doubles, but. I mean, sometimes he could be a little selfish.
I can understand.
They wasn't winning championships.
He came from UCLA and knew something about
Kevin
selfish.
Durant he's not getting younger. So.
I understand that.
Yeah, he's not getting younger. All right, so, man, that is it. You guys was listening to March Madness, kicking it with the TSU Great Debate Team with Chon'don Baskin, Armand Bell. We hope you had a good time. Have a nice night, ladies and gentlemen.